What is up, everybody? Turn that down a little bit. A little bit more. What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. You guys can hear me? Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, you guys can. We're gonna get started today. We got 2 lessons today. So, what we decided to do is we're just gonna have we're experimenting. We're gonna have Tuesdays and Thursdays again. That worked really well. Now we're having more of a routine schedule here. So Tuesdays and Thursdays live streams. We're gonna do 2 crash compilation videos, a session, and then we also have an MTC lesson that we'll be doing also. So you know what? Might as well, let's just go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get Let's go ahead and get into the classroom. We got pizza today, by the way. We got pizza. We got pizza today. Just hit a turkey. Wait, what? All right, let's get into class. That was quick. That's what she said. Yeah, we got pizza today. Go ahead and grab yourself a slice of pizza. Go ahead and grab yourself a slice of pizza. But we do have some stuff today. 76 people inside of class. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We gotta get that 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's make it happen. Something, right? Yeah, like a portal gun, like what are the trap door from the rookies? Come on now. And we got this here. We also have, look at this. It's not all the way. There we go. We are super duper 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 pretty high up there on the funds raised. 2 more $1,000 hairs, and we'll hit the goal. And the reason why I wanted that goal is because it's going to make it to where that's 25 grand that we've raised total. So if we can raise some more money, the link's at the very tippity top of the chat. If you donate, you get 50% off the 50% off the Smart Rider Drill booklet and 75% off the digital version. In fact, let me go and grab one. You get the cones, and you get a booklet. If you donate, it's 50% off those. And then it's, let me go ahead and pull my phone out. Then it's 75% off the drill booklet on your phone. So guys, donate anything, 2, 3, 5, 10, 100, 5 grand, whatever it is you want to do to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. My goal is top 50 in the world, and we're 34th. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I'd love to get to the top 10. I'm always trying to get more and more and more. We're raising money for men's mental health, prostate cancer research, testicular cancer research, suicide prevention. It's very, very important to me. Guys, we're going to get started once we hit 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, everybody. 100 likes. What's up, Bike Goes Pro? How you doing? How you doing? So some housekeeping here, everybody. If you guys have been on the channel for the last at least 45 days, you'll understand that we had and this is the last time I'm going to talk about it, to be quite honest. We had a copyright strike, basically, on our well, not basically, we had a copyright strike on our channel from somebody that was very disgruntled. He doesn't understand fair use. He's probably watching this right now, about to make another 4 videos about me. We won. We did a counter notification. Lawyers handled it. He doesn't understand how a retainer works, but that's him. It's perfectly fine. It was already paid for 2 years ago when I was doing intellectual property, copyright, real copyright and trademark with the USPTO. And I had a little extra, so might as well use some of the funds and fight this bogus copyright strike. It was a win for fair use. Obviously doesn't understand the 9th Circuit of the federal court system. Doesn't understand. You know who you are. Here's your 15 minutes. I think I gave you 5 minutes yesterday. Now here's another 2. You still got some more. You got 8 more minutes left, and we're going to go ahead and end it for that one. All right. But yeah, spent quite literally nothing. Spent more on a freaking dinner date than I did on writing a letter. Jurin, how you doing? Exactly, AT2 Productions, and I think that's what he did. He says he's gonna, let's go and pause the music real quick. Who here is gonna go to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride in Tucson? He says he's showing up, so I guess we're gonna give him another 2 minutes. So what is that tallied up? 9 minutes. So then he only gets 6 more minutes left of his 15 minutes of fame. So we got a little bit of time. So he says he's going to show up and he's going to cause some problems. It'd be kind of cool to have the DD from crew just sitting there, like, getting the camera out. You know what I'm saying? To kind of, like, embarrass him when I defend myself. Anyways, I don't know. Be kind of cool to have you guys there. We raised 4,200 plus. We're gonna keep raising more. We're the top fundraising team. Actually, no, we're not. The 520 Moto is a really good top raising team here, but I'm the top donator, fundraiser, single person for Tucson. So pretty happy about that. All because of you guys. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola, Warren Buffett style. Just got a bike a month ago and doing well so far. So I'm glad, Trey Harris. Jacob, how you doing? I dropped it on some dirt. Too much front brake. How do I drive it on dirt? Ducati Evo, and I dropped it on some. Yeah, very gently, smooth on the throttle, smooth on the turning. Wouldn't take it on dirt, to be quite honest. Hurry up and check in. Yeah, exactly. Everybody check into class. 100 likes. Yeah, Ducati 848 Evo. Was this like when you're pulling off the side of the road, or were you like legit like hauling booty on dirt? Yeah, guys, we got 2 videos today. We have a Cardo sponsorship right here. So what we're doing, I got rid of the quizzes. It sounds like you guys didn't like the quizzes, even the A, B's, and C's. Perfectly fine. Here's what we're doing. We're straight up just going to have a quick lesson here. We have the lesson popping up in the middle. It's another one of those 45-second lessons. And I'm going to try something different. We're going to hop on the bike. We're going to have some fun there. So you guys know how it goes. You see a little bit behind the scenes, the moving magic here. The moving magic. Everyone else, when they watch this after the fact, it looks really cool. But you guys get to see it firsthand while you're here sitting in the classroom. Sitting here in the classroom. How you guys doing? You can also make it 1 minute. These things are great. Yeah, so the lessons will be 1 minute. They're 45 seconds, but you know there's a little intro, a little outro. So it's about a minute. And we posted them. If you noticed, Elad, is it Elad? Because electric, right? If you noticed, you might have gotten an email with all of last week's lessons. So these lessons, these 45-second lessons, the MTC minutes, go out to DDFM crew members right away as soon as I get them done. You guys get all 4 of them. And they go on the MTC YouTube channel for free way later. 78 people signed into class today. 78 people. Let's get to 100. That's how we do it. Come on now. Let's get some music going. There we go. Your first time, Star? How you doing, Star? Hopefully you're doing well. You guys doing well? Is everyone doing fine? Doing great. The 65-year-old loves getting back to riding after not riding for 45 years. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're riding smart. Probably a little different, huh? Probably a little different than what you learned 45 years ago. We'll be taking the motorcycle course in a month. Any recommendations, advices, Dad's gameplay? Take it nice, easy. Go in there with a beginner's mind. You're going to suck at it. Don't worry about it. And if you don't suck at it, you're doing really good. Just understand that you're there to learn. The instructors know that you're there to learn. If the instructors there are jerks because they think that they're smarter than you, well, yeah, only on that subject. But you're probably a lot smarter than them on a lot of other things. So hopefully they don't do that because that's kind of like bullshit. A good instructor will be a little bit empathetic to that. So just go in there with a beginner's mind. Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry at all. Just kind of like, what do I do next? 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 Get out of your head. Do only what they want. That's all I did. And I'm just like, I mean, I even knew at the time how to ride. And I was just like, all right, what do you want me to do? Cool. What do you want? What you want me to go over there? Cool. You want me to do this? Cool. Show me how to do it. Cool. I mean, that's just kind of how I acted. Can't wait to get back on 2 wheels. 83 people signed in. 83 people liking the video. Guys, remember to donate some money to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Seriously, if everybody in here, there's 100 of you in here. If you guys just donated $5 each, that's like $500. Isn't that amazing? Math. Any advice on out-of-state trips? So a lot of like interstate riding. Be very gentle. Don't get like, be loose. Grip with your legs. Don't grip with your arms. Kind of like relax as best you can. You're gonna get some wind buffeting when you're going pretty fast. But take some breaks every 45 minutes. Take a 15-minute break. Do some lunges. Kind of like get that blood flowing. Definitely don't want to throw a clot. Hey, Danny, I appreciate that. That's insane. That's pretty fun. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Let's get to 100 likes, everybody. Let's get to 100 likes and we'll get started. I'm going to get some nasal spray. I feel like, 1 second. Started watching the content before I did my test and definitely improved my riding, and a lot of situations became avoided non-issues. So thank you for the content. We're all always learning. Hey, Shadow Wolf. Isn't it like, do you guys see like these patterns that come out of nowhere? Like when we're assessing relevant threats, right? We see these patterns just like they show up and you're like, I already know what to do. I saw this person before they even started moving over to that open lane. Just watch, they're going to do that. So then you're already prepped. And then they do it. And you're like, ha. Instead of like, you're getting in there and they do it and you're like, what the heck? So you get to say, ha, I saw this versus getting pissed. Like that's the point. It's supposed to, that's defensive riding, everybody. And the side of the vehicle star, exactly. I mean, it was just, yeah, I've noticed it in the car too. I noticed it in the car. And you start to notice patterns too when it comes to just walking. Like you're walking, somebody's coming at you, you know they're going to probably turn to their right. I mean, like you could just kind of start, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. My old hat. Let's go and put it on. Whew. Starting to see what's about to happen in the videos before you say it. Binge. Exactly, Ramen. Yeah, you start to see that stuff way, like just so quickly. Oh, Shivam, yeah. Why don't I ship internationally? With the rescue packs, customs are just weird when it comes to tourniquets. Sorry about that. Anyways. They might ask why you didn't. Yeah, so, yeah, the international shipping has been a problem. Do you have any in-person class to ride? I'm from AZ on a border town, huh? Okay. Jacob, we're gonna be working on some in-person stuff. My hope is to do that by the end of this year. But we just got a donation. Doug, how you doing? We just got a donation. Sorry, somebody at the door. Yeah, you can hear her. Somebody's at the door. Meet you and enjoy the ride with you. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully. Yeah, she was having some fun. Hopefully have some stuff going on by the end of the year. We're gonna do some smart rider drills and whatnot. Once we got a donation though, that's what you guys keep distracting me. John, appreciate that. We're gonna go and get you that discount code right now. I need to get her some CBD or something to knock her butt out. We're going to get started after this donation. Sent it to you. Very nice. Get some updates. 4281 still in 34th place. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, we're going to work on some in-person classes, hopefully by the end of the year, but next year is kind of the goal. This year, we're doing the online version of a lot of things here. So we're super excited about that. All right, everybody. So here's what we're going to do. This first video is sponsored by Cardo. Let's get my Cardo Coach headset on. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. If you guys don't know what it is, I'm going to go ahead and bring up this headset system. Yeah, so I turned off Super Chats, Danny, so that we can do the donations. Donations to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. We don't do any Super Chats until we get those donations on the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. That's the goal for this month. Cardo is expensive, but you know what? They work great. Absolutely love them. They make a lot of things they just work. They just work. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. This is an old headset. But you can find out what you like with all the different Cardo products. All right. Whew. What are we at? 103 people signed in. Guys, we got to get going. Let's get this like close to my face so I can. All right, everybody. You know how we do it. We're going to hit that record button and then we're going to start chatting about this video. So in 3, let's go and turn this down. In 3, 2, and 1. Hey, everybody. We're going to jump into this video. This is going to be sponsored by Cardo. Make sure you guys check it out. Links in the description. We're going to jump into some crashes and close calls, but make sure we're assessing relevant threats. Chaos Fury, here we go. 21 Ninja ZX10R. Okay. Uh-oh, dogs. Oh, no. I've seen that happen. Oh, trying to juke the dog. There you go. Go ahead. Find the escape. You're going to get attacked by some dogs, dude. That was really good. Really smart on you. This is definitely a smart rider, was seeking and recognizing and understanding hazard situations. When we're talking about assessing relevant threats, once again, thank you, Cardo, for sponsoring code DDTF. At the top, you get 20% off. But right here, so recognizing. Okay, we're coming through a neighborhood. We're really kind of understanding, like, hey, there's dogs. There's kids running out in the parking lot. Or not the parking lot, in the street. I really like parking lots. But he starts to recognize this. We're getting up here. We have a good space cushion. We're in front of this other person. It's a red light. We are, oops, not red stage yet. We're in orange stage. Push the wrong button. Recognize that this was happening. We're in orange stage. We're like, oh no, I don't like that. What's going on? She can't control her dogs. Very powerful dogs. She falls down. Now the dog's going to go ahead and get going. Now dogs they just tend to like hate two-wheeled vehicles, like bicycles, motorcycles, loud noises. They're like, nah, don't like it. They could bite your leg and really cause some damage. So at this point, we need to find an escape. Okay, so when we're looking for positioning for safety, we're looking for escape paths and escape routes. But yeah, he's going to go into red stage like, oh no, we're not doing this. We got our escape coming up right here. We found it. It's green light. Hey, everything's good to go. This dude's running. I'm just going to gun it. We can accelerate to get ourselves out of this situation. If you run over the dog, you run over the dog, to be quite honest. I love dogs, but that's kind of the fault of the owner. Thankfully, nothing really happened, went past. But once you get to this point, we're like, okay, nose is clear, accelerate. And that's exactly what he does. Accelerate through. Did a quick head check on the people. Anybody coming through, head check on the driver. And then got himself out of there. At this point, you can get back to the speed limit because you've already bypassed what the dog could do. So you're safe now. And it sounds like that's what he's doing. He rolled off the throttle. You hear the engine RPMs go down. Very good. Very, very good. All right, get out of my lane, DJ Rides. Oh, side of the pedestrian. Found the escape. Found the escape. Easily could have been bad. So we got one, two, 3 lanes. Person's crossing right here. We're gonna go ahead and go around. It's corner to corner, so the pedestrian could do that, but they chose a bad spot. Now you could have swerved right. Now either way, he found the escape path. Okay, so either way, he found the escape path. Assessed if it was a relevant threat. We did go this way. We went into the left turn lane, which gives you some options of getting hit. So that's not good. We have other lanes that we could have went through. We have 2 other lanes. Might as well choose those. But either way, your goal is not to hit anything. So he did what he had to do. Got himself out of there. You could have went to the right. Doesn't matter, though. We didn't get a crash. It's just a close call. Salty driver does not like filtering. All right, let's take a look at this one. Did he just turn off his GoPro? He's got a good attitude.
That's cool. That's cool.
Great attitude. Okay. Don't escalate it. You just did your thing. Moving on. He's driving in a car. It sucks to be him.
All right, so this video is kind of funny to me because that dude's probably driving his grandma's old Mercury that she handed down to him that he couldn't afford to pay for himself.
Oh!
It's cool, dude. You probably have bad days every day. You're just salty and have something up, bro.
Oh, exactly. I don't know. The guy like hit the other person. There's no reason to do that, but we got some shit talking here. That's pretty funny. Guys, good for you, man. I liked how you handled it during the incident, by the way. So you handle it during the incident appropriately, didn't escalate it, and then afterwards you say how you feel. You know, get yourself out of there. Law of gross tonnage, right? And you don't know what other people could do. Yeah, maybe the person didn't see this part, but I get it. You're venting. Let it out, man. That's funny as hell.
Dude's probably driving his grandma's old Mercury that she handed down to him that he couldn't afford to pay for himself. So it's cool, dude. You probably have bad days every day. You're just salty and have something up, bro.
All right, here we go. We're going through here. BMW S1000RR. Somebody's to our side. We're in their blind spot. Be very careful. There you go. Get out of that blind spot. Very good. Very good. Coming up to a green light. Whoa! Got a side of the vehicle. Switch lanes. You did fine. You did fine. Slow it down because we're coming up to an intersection at a high speed with lots of road surface hazards. And we're moving on with a quad lock. Very nice. Okay, so that person just did not see us. Okay, so we're over here. We're going 32, 34. I'm assuming that's what the speed is. Assuming that's what the speed is, because we're going 35. Now we're side by side with this vehicle. We don't like being side by side with vehicles. So we're gonna go ahead and accelerate. Now we're going 60, 62. But we are coming up to an intersection. We should be in orange stage, prepped and ready for this. We slow down a little bit. We don't know what's coming out. We don't know what people are doing. We should be prepped and ready with our brakes and find those escape paths. Okay, so the MTC awareness stages. Go from yellow to orange stage, recognize that we were in their blind spot, went to orange stage, moved out of it, and now that we're out of it, our speed is, though, a problem. So when it comes to planning our ride, locating hazard situation, assessing relevant threats, are we a relevant threat? Are we the relevant threat when it comes to our speed? Okay, so hazardous situations, he located that this was blind spot intersection, but are we the threat now because we raised our speed? That could be something that's bad. So right here, we're coming up to an intersection. We are slowing it down at 707. Nice little family picture there. So we're going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit. We see the side of the vehicle right here. So this is not good. We don't want to hit a side of the vehicle. That's going to be a path of travel thing. So we have to do something. We have to find an escape path. What do? We have 3 lanes. Switch lanes. Okay, very good. We have our hand off the handlebars, or we did for a quick second. We need to be slowing down. We do have an intersection. We are turning left. We need to slow it down. The road looks absolute donkey doo-doo. So we need to get ourselves in a position for safety. And that's slowing it down, okay? So you see that pothole right there? Look at that. Look at that thing. It's a manhole cover and pothole combined. It's going to be very dangerous, very bad if we hit that. So we have to now navigate through this at a slower speed. So that's where trail braking can come into play when it comes to urban riding, is that you're coming up to an intersection a little bit too fast. You start doing some trail braking through the turn versus trying to slow down as much as you possibly can at the beginning and then go slowly. You can actually kind of go through the turn. That's more of an advanced skill because you have to be able to understand braking first and foremost. So it's very important. I wouldn't call it advanced anymore. I think Yamaha Champion Riding School has taught it so well that it's now turned from more of an advanced technique to more of like an intermediate technique. I think their coaching is so good that they're able to get beginner intermediates to really understand it. So I'm really proud of them. It's really cool. Not a big deal. Moving on. Moving on. Not a big deal. After you handled it, you're good. Don't get position for safety. Off to the side a little bit more. You don't want to get sandwiched between vehicles.
Fucking asshole, man.
Just move on. Move on. All right, Scooter Junkie Motovlogs. This is where your Cardo Pack Talk really comes in handy so you guys can communicate with each other. Whoa, D-bag alert. Exactly. So you in the back could say, hey, D-bag up ahead, watch your left. Tell all your buddies. Use the Cardo Pack Talk Edge. You have that dynamic mesh. You're able to communicate with everybody. We use the edges here. You can have 15 people with that. You could just talk to everybody. Hey, we got a D-bag up ahead. Just let them go. Let him stay in front, because if we stay side by side like this or in front of him, he has the ability to hit us. Okay? He has the ability to hit us and run over your foot, dude. Just kind of let it go. Not a big deal at this point. He's having a bad day. You guys are riding around on fun little bikes. Let him have it. Let him do. Oh, ran a stop sign. Could have hit a person. All right, everybody, we have to assess relevant threats when it comes to this. So thank you real quick to Cardo for sponsoring this MTC lesson. Use the code DDTF for 20% off. But let's jump right into it. 45-second lesson. So assessing relevant threats. We have to watch out for road surface hazards. Any riders that are in the road with you with like a group ride, road ride users, that's where it is. Motorcycle riders need to be vigilant. So yeah, you guys can read this. The main thing here is that we're positioned for safety. We're locating hazardous situations. Now we have to understand if things are in front of us or around us are actually a threat. Because you don't want to think to yourself, oh my gosh, everything out there is a threat. No, if there's a pothole way over there, it's not a threat. If there's a pothole right in front of you, yes, it is. If there's somebody turning in front of you, yes, it is. Somebody turning way over there, no, it isn't. So understanding what a relevant threat is allows you to then navigate any active threats when they come out in front of you. So it's very important that we're paying attention, and we only got 2 more seconds, but thank you, Cardo. Let's go and get right back to the crash reviews, and let's watch this one.
That's me.
Oh, a little bit of gravel. So they're talking on their headsets.
In the middle of the road.
This is exactly what
It's in the middle of the road.
a Cardo is really good for. You guys can communicate with each other.
Let's not panic them too much. I don't want to be responsible for any busted ass goats, man. It's time to turn around. He might have hit that little gravel. You never know.
So right there, if they are all on Cardo units, they can communicate with each other. Yes, we've seen this one before. But yeah, that's where they're communicating. Hey, there's gravel on the road. We went and they're waiting a little bit. It's like, he's not with us. Let's go back. He probably hit the gravel on the road. So if we can all communicate with each other on these headsets, we can actually talk to each other and say, hey, there's gravel in the middle of the road. Let's take it slow on this turn. And there it is. KLR crash. He's walking. Everything's fine. We're rescuing. We're ensuring on safety. Doesn't look like any major bleeds. We're going to help each other out. But this is exactly why we use the headsets.
Yep.
As a safety thing. Not necessarily it's like we're listening to music all the time, but really helps with group rides like this.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
All right. Here we go. Bad Audi driver.
Just, whoa.
Oh. So talking to your learner up ahead, same thing. You can communicate with each other. This guy's just like wanting to switch lanes. Hey, there's a Prius. I'm surprised they didn't cause the problem. Yeah, start paying attention. Look forward. Look what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Stop looking at this person.
What was that?
Just go.
What are
just
you
do
doing?
it because you're starting to get distracted by.
Nowhere.
They call it distracting injuries when you come up to like a motorcycle or any type of crash or any type of trauma incident where, let's say somebody fell out of a tree and they have a broken leg and it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty gross. It's all like 32 different angles, and you're looking at it and you're like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. But what you missed was the fact that he landed on a branch and impaled his chest. And so like the distraction of that leg is going to cause you to like look only at that and not take care of the real problem. So when we're actually over here and we're just staring at this person, look how we're just staring at this person. It's a distraction. What's the real problem? What's ahead of us? That's the problem. You notice how you stop talking? Look, we're trying to find our solutions. We're hitting our visors. We're trying, our face shields trying to get back in a position. But look at where we're focused on. We're focused on this person instead of the traffic in front of us. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Just get yourself in a position for safety and don't worry about these dum-dums. It's as simple as that. Here we go. MT Rider, MT07. Okay, they got a turn signal. Whoa, side of the vehicle. That was a line of sight issue for a quick second there. Look at that. We can't see anything. So line of sight, unobstructed view. Can't see what's around this vehicle. That's the problem. We don't like that. What you can see is through there, that window, you can see the vehicle coming out. But that's really difficult to do when you're trying to navigate everything. So when we're in this situation, we're passing people, go into orange stage just real briefly, cover those brakes, find those escape paths, plan your ride, figure out what we need to do, locating hazardous situations right here, loss of visibility, assessing if there's any threats, but get ready to apply the brakes. There's the person coming out, roll off the throttle, handled it. Moving on. Is there more? We have another vehicle coming. Okay, Virginia Trail, here we go. This 4-lane road often has cars turning left that may be stopped. Okay. So assessing for relevant threats, there's an open lane pattern right here. Open lane pattern. We're coming up side by side with this vehicle in their blind spot. There it is. Open lane. So what he was saying is that in that left lane, people are stopped because there's no turn lane. So as soon as this person right here, you can kind of see just a little bit of the vehicles kind of like in this lane. Our lane is wide open. So at any point in time, this person could switch over. We don't like that. We don't want that. So we stay out of their blind spot and we stay. Here's the thing is we stay staggered with these people. So great job getting an Indian first and foremost. There it is. Great job with the braking. Look, it's wet out. ABS kicking in. Probably didn't even hit the ABS at all because he has good progressive braking. Handled it. Good job. Good job. Let's get the like button. Let's hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look ahead. Position a little bit better. You don't want to get hit by anybody behind us. Okay, so position for safety when it comes to intersections. Position off to the sides. Okay, don't get right behind the vehicle. Somebody can run up behind you and hit you and squish you. All right, here we go. Clay Nog. Ooh, big accident up ahead.
Oh my God!
Big accident up ahead. We saw this one, I believe, a while back. This is where talking on your phone with your Cardo headset, you don't have to take your helmet off. You can just talk to 911 pretty easily and have everything hands-free, basically.
Hi there. I'm on a interstate highway, and there was a 3-car wreck, and it looks like 2 of the cars are totaled. And
look at the mechanism on this thing. I think we talked about that earlier. The mechanism of injury on it. Massive compartment intrusion. That is a lot of force being applied into that person. So remember, when we see this, we need to remain calm, ensure our own safety. And what he's doing is calling 911 for remaining calm. We're off to the side, remaining safe, or ensuring safe. So we're on the shoulder. Still look behind us. Make sure nobody's going to run us over. And if we can help anybody, let's stop major bleeds here. Let's stop major bleeds.
it's do you know what highway this is? 78. Highway 78.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. Just yeah.
Officers that are coming to investigate this, I'm just on my way.
I just want to let you know, I actually got it on video.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
The officers that are coming to investigate this, I'm just on my way home.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna want it.
Yes, sir.
So he's gonna check on people. He's a
Is that
first
over
responder
on
at
the other
least.
Yeah, just move it over on this side so we can get traffic moving down this.
Okay, sure thing.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Good job working with each other.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Everyone's okay.
Yeah.
She's a little hurt. She's a little shook up.
Yeah.
Bleeding.
Probably seatbelt, maybe wrist where the airbags go. When you're holding the steering wheel, the airbags will hit it. You'll get some burn marks from it because of the propulsion. Yeah, the collarbone with the seatbelt. But the thing is, imagine your head going through the windshield or you being ejected. I'd rather have some pain on the collarbone. So that's what we're talking about when it comes to being a smart rider here, is that when we are acquiring and using personal protective equipment, it's like, yeah, I got a headache and I got a small traumatic brain injury, a concussion, and I probably have like a broken arm, but I don't have any road rash. I don't have anything impaled into my skull, into my brain. I don't have a cracked skull. I don't have my face ripped off. Yeah, so you're going to have a little bit of pain. You're going to have some issues, but it mitigated the massive stuff that's happening. Oh, really, Gizmo? I don't know that question.
Video. Is it still blinking? I think so, yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank God.
Yeah, so they're going to have it. Look at the damage.
Wow.
All right, everybody. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into the rest of the lesson. What I'm going to do is hop on the bike, and let's go and take a look at it. All right, everybody, we're going to be talking about the MTC awareness stages. There's 5 of them. There's going to be white, yellow, orange, red, and brown. Now, these stages are like mindsets that you get into. Okay, we got an intersection right here. This is going to be orange stage. And then we're going to be going back into yellow stage. I know I'm going to talk about that. These are the stages that get you into that mindset. I love colors. It makes it to where things are easy, color-coded. You know, stop signs are red, right? We have caution signs that are orange or yellow, depending where you're at. Street signs are green. It helps you find those things that are out there before you even see the words. We're going to be talking about white stage right now. In white stage, what that is that you're completely zoned out. What you want to be is in yellow stage, where you're zoned in. You're prepped and ready. You're looking for things. You see road surface hazards. You're scanning the road, but at the same time, you're relaxing. You either have music, whatever. White stage, a typical version of white stage is that you are sitting on the couch watching TV, oblivious to everything around you. You're walking on the sidewalk. You're staring at your phone. You have no idea what's going around you, and you fall into the fountain or you run into somebody. That's what white stage is. Now, when you're riding a motorcycle, white stage, you don't want to be in white stage when you're on a motorcycle because you're just going to run into things. Now, what happens when you're looking at your phone, one second, we're at orange stage because we're going to the intersection, don't want to get hit by anybody. We're getting back into yellow stage right now. Decent space cushion. What's happening with white stage is all of a sudden you look up and you're about to run into somebody when you're looking at your phone. You panic. You're like, oh, that's what brown stage is, when you have that panic moment. So you're maybe playing with your phone, all of a sudden you look up, you see a car, oh no, and you slam the brakes and you dump the bike. That's brown stage. We do not want to do that. So these are the 2 stages out of the 5 that you do not want to be a part of, you don't want to be doing. You want to stay zoned in. The best way you could do that, well, I'll talk to you about that when we talk about yellow stage. You guys couldn't hear me? Oh my gosh. Well, that's embarrassing. Well, that's embarrassing. Maybe next time I won't mute things. A little bit of a headset issue. Ooh. Guys, we are up there. We are up there. That's amazing. We got another video. We got another video sponsored by Quadlock. Let me go and fix some things real quick. Let's get to a 200 likes, everybody. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sounded pretty scary there. I'm sorry. There it is. You guys can hear me. I can see the mic. Do my deepest voice, Melanie. Hey, everybody. What is up, everybody? My name is DanDanTheFireman. Welcome to DDFM Radio. Lower. Quick question. Had an accident last year in May, been having small panic attacks before riding. Goes away once I sit in the saddle. Any advice? Give yourself some of that warm-up time. Give yourself some warm-up time. Okay, don't just hop on the bike and get going. Hop on the bike, go to a parking lot, or go around the neighborhood for just a little bit. Kind of get a feel, dance with the bike, like loosen up, and then get on the road. Because I mean, if it's going away once you're in the saddle, knowing that if you're going to give yourself a warm-up, you'll be nervous when you get on it or when you're getting to it, but you know you're going to a warm-up versus you're going to like the road, if that makes sense. Star, how you doing? You guys like this? All right, everybody. We're going to jump into this next video. This is going to be sponsored by Quadlock. You guys know how it goes. I screwed up the last one. But here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Hey, everybody. We're going to start this video real quick. This is going to be sponsored by Quadlock. Grab yourself a Quadlock. Link in the description for a discount. Click the link. But we're going to talk about helmets a little bit later. So, Liquor Chronicles.
This rider was switching lanes, not expecting the next lane to be completely stopped.
Not expecting them to be stopped. Whoa, line of sight problem. You guys know how it is, a line of sight problem. Was able to apply the brakes. It looks like we started slipping and sliding a little bit. So we're coming up to here. We have an open lane for ourselves.
Next lane to be completely.
But we want to switch lanes probably to go left. Okay, so you notice how we have a line of sight issue right here. We don't know it's around this corner. We don't know if people are slowing down or stopping. So when we do this, we want to slow it down just a teeny tiny bit. Now we see the problem. Okay, now he has his hands on the brakes, so that's great. We're in orange stage. He's doing some progressive braking. So now we put our hands. Let's go back because look at this. Look at his left hand. He had it off.
Not expecting
I think he was waving.
completely stopped.
So he's waving at them, but he's just kind of relaxing. Now put your hands back on. There we go. Reached real quick. Now at this point, do we have good total stopping distance? Probably. He's got a pretty good bike. You know, he's gonna apply the brakes. Hopefully he's gonna do some really good braking. But if he couldn't stop in time, what do you guys think he should be doing? If he couldn't stop in time, we should be aiming for this. Aim for that escape. Aim for that escape. Ooh, almost lost it. Almost lost it. Got very, 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 very lucky on that one. Yeah, it's probably indicating turning left, but use your indicators. You know? Gotta thread the lane exactly, Blade. Action Factory, here we go. Let's see what happens. What? A little uncommon.
Sending it straight for the rider.
Uncommon thing in a common situation.
To avoid it.
That's the most random thing ever. So we're coming up to here. We're going 105. And then this just lost his The tread. Just lost the tread. What the heck?
Tire peeled off the car, sending it straight for the rider.
Got very lucky. So that was a road surface hazard. A little road surface hazard. Got very lucky. It's their problem now. We've seen this one going a little too fast in the corner. Wasn't paying attention and lost some traction. You see the fishtailing going on, and we applied the brakes. Before this happened, this motorcycle rider passed somebody at a high speed and wasn't able to slow down beforehand. Got lucky though. Look at, easily could have smashed your shin on that rock. Oof. All right, here we go. Intersections. Brakes, brakes. Open lane pattern. You can barely see it because it was looking at the rider at first, but let's take a look at this one real quick. So we know for a fact that this person's going to be going into an intersection, okay? Intersection right here, and I'm sorry you lost somebody that you cared about. So an intersection coming up. There it is. So we're in orange stage, prepped and ready. Now, from their view, they can see a lot better. But what we saw just after this, because that's the point of the after action, is that it was an open lane pattern. Okay, open lane pattern. So we see that. We should anticipate some of these things. We should be finding our escape paths. You know, we're in orange stage already, so we're covering the brakes. We're constantly looking for things. You know, we're planning our ride. We're positioned for safety. We talk about all this in the basic Smart Rider course, which Unit 2 just went out. So right now it is May 9th when you guys get to watch this live, but Unit 2 went out this last weekend. Okay, so it's Tuesday. It went out, I think, Saturday. And there should be an email. So if you're an MTC Rider Academy, you should have got an email. So right here, we're like, oh no. So we apply the brakes, and we moved towards the outside. So applying the brakes wasn't going to stop us in time, but it was going to buy us some time to be able to move off to the side. You hear the little chatter though? Let's take a look. Listen to the bike. ABS kicked in. So that's one of the big reasons why I believe everybody at this point should have ABS, should have rider aids on their bike. Harley seems to, I mean, I don't know if they're doing it now. I mean, it's been a while since I've had a Harley, but there's plenty of bikes out there that don't have ABS, and you can get the option to have it or not. Sometimes it's only like $400 or $500 over the course of your loan. I'm gonna add ABS.
Don't you just
Very lucky.
when drivers do that? Instead of stopping, the driver went around the other vehicle. Like
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. Got to get ourselves out of there. Got to find that escape path, apply those brakes, paying attention. You have ABS on your... Okay, good. Superbike Discovery. It's been a while since I've seen this rider. Low side? Ooh, high side. Ooh. So high side's kind of different, but this is where you want to do your skill level. You want to increase your skill gap, refine them, add new skills when we're at a track. All right, Rico, here we go.
this biker had a close call with the driver.
We just saw this one. Let's move on. We just saw this one. Here we go. Oh, we got some snow. We got a crest of the hill. We got snow. So when we're talking about planning a ride, locating hazardous situations, this is hazardous because we have the temperature that's going to remove our body heat. And on top of this, it's going to be a little bit slippery. Possibly. Whoa, side of the vehicle. Great job with the braking. Handled it. Little KLR. I missed my KLR. Mules on wheels. Here we go. Going around the corner. Watch out for any road surface hazards that can take your traction. Don't lean it too hard. Don't accelerate. He was leaning really hard and is starting to accelerate more and more and more. Okay, anyways, we got a helmet video, which is going to be sponsored by Quadlock. So thank you, Quadlock. This is Unit 2, Lesson 2. I'm sorry, Unit 2, Lesson 1 in the BSR. But let's go ahead and jump into this. We got 45 seconds. So half helmets. Do not even get a half helmet. It's only going to protect the base of your skull. In fact, this is what it looks like when it protects you. Any skin that's going to be open right there, not protected. Do you plan on landing on the top of your head and spinning around like, you know, a break dancer when you're in a crash? No, hope not. And plus, you're going to have spinal injuries there. 3/4 helmet, it's going to cover everything except for your face. You want to protect your face. You want to protect your airway. So I don't recommend 3/4 helmets. I recommend modular and full face helmets. Full face helmets because it's going to protect everything. It's going to protect your face, protect your chin. And in a crash, it's going to protect all of this. It's going to mitigate a lot of injuries. Modular helmets, full face helmet when it's fully down. You can pop it up when you're stopped or when you go inside to get something to drink or eat. Highly recommend getting one of these. But let's move on. Thank you, Quadlock, for sponsoring that MTC lesson. Grab yourself one. Links in the description for some Quadlock stuff.
Turn too wide.
All right. wide. Oh no! This is why we need helmet. Oh, he got wrapped around that pole. He hit that pole. You see that? This is why we wear a helmet.
He ends up taking the turn too wide.
What's a typical reason why somebody takes a turn too wide? Write it in the comments. So there's the dump. We didn't hit anything, so he slammed the brakes. He dumped the bike. He's going to now slide. Okay, we hit her head. This is why we wear a full face. And as soon as he hits oh, I was in the way. He instantly stops because he hits the piece of wood. Wrapped around that piece of wood. That's what's going to get you. That's what's going to get you. The sudden deceleration, not the crash. The sudden deceleration. All right, Hayden R. Hayden R1. These guys are going pretty fast. It's a big group ride. Oh, what? Oh. Whoa. So here's the thing. These lines, and I think we did this back in the day. Okay, these lines are like 20 feet long. Okay, these lines are 20 feet long. They don't look like it when you're passing and traveling because you're going so fast, but they're about 20 feet long. In between each line, I think somebody did the math and it was like 33 feet, like 30 to 40 feet. So you have 20 feet, let's say 30 feet. So combined, this is 50 feet, right? So 50 feet. Try your best to count how many of these lines in the 50 feet that he was sliding. This is why we wear full gear. This is why we wear full gear. This is why we wear full gear. Just in case. How many feet? How many feet is this? How many feet? Can you count? Can you count how many feet that is? That's road rash. That's abrasions. That's level 2, level 3 road rash. Skin's being ripped off. Impacts all over the body. That's well over a football field. Well over a football field. Probably like 2 or 3 of them. 2 or 3 football fields.
You good?
Look at.
Hey.
Ripped up and everything. His clothes.
It's all that matters.
He got very lucky.
How's the rider doing?
He's good. He's good. Yeah.
This is where we rescue each other. Okay, they're rescuing each other. Very good. Get off the road. You notice how we're standing in the road? Get off the road.
More bummed about the bike than anything.
Ensure your own safety, guys. Don't get hit.
That goes down is about the same thing as that too. He got the fairing right here. I don't know if he wants that, but.
All right, Rich Pandas. Wear some gloves, buddy. Wear some gloves. Side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Moving on. Not a big deal. No. You guys saw that ahead of time. Okay, so when we're going to do a road rage incident, we're going to go ahead and talk about quad lock. We don't do road rage stuff. We want to make sure that we focus on the positive, which is quad lock, because they support this channel. They allow a lot of this training to be free. Links in the description for some discounts. Check it out.
Just right
All right, what's happening here?
He has a really close.
Whoa. Intersection, orange stage, guys. Come on. We shouldn't be going this fast. Ooh, locked up the rear tire, found an escape, was able to get through. He wasn't able to stop in time, even though it was a red light. Got extremely lucky. Do not do that. Don't do that. Really dumb. The rider boy, here we go. Riding with a passenger. Lots of crazy traffic. We're going to be passing this vehicle. Not the best. Oh, the person's pushing us out of the way. Person's pushing us out of the way. Do you see that? Don't. They have law of gross tonnage. They're going to push you. All right, mud and asphalt. Here we go. Oh, no. Ensure your own safety on this one because there's going to be a lot of crazy people probably behind you. You guys are probably all racing. Guys, slow it down before the turn. Do not do stupid things like this, okay? We're passing people. We got chevrons right there indicating that it's a sharp turn. What are we doing? What are we doing? Your gear's not going to save you when you wrap yourself around the pole. Dumps the bike. Instant stop right there on concrete. Did he just run him over? No, that was a piece. That was a piece of material. Okay. All right, so we got to rescue this person. He's going to have some major bleeds. I hope not.
Ended up going straight into the guardrail. Luckily, he was okay, but his bike was
How are these people okay? Are we just saying that, Chaos Riders? Are we just saying that so we don't get demonetized? This guy got hurt. He had to have gotten hurt. And if he didn't, he needs to buy a lottery ticket.
completely totaled.
All right, so we're going to talk about personal protective gear. This is Unit 2, Lesson 0. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. What's up, everybody? We're going to be jumping into Unit 2. Okay, so we're talking about motorcycle-specific gear, basically your full set, helmet, jacket, pants, gloves, and boots. But right here, I mean, there's a lot going on. Okay, so we have a lot of gear. It's like, what do we get? How do we get it? Everything. It's like, it's very overwhelming, especially if you get the wrong kind of gear. You're kind of stuck with it. You can't really return things after you wear it, especially on the bike, and it's in the terms of service, even at Revzilla. But basically, what we're looking at when it comes to gear is impact protection, abrasion resistance, weather mitigation, and body temperature thermal regulation, basically, because it's really important. So when it comes to abrasion resistance, we don't want to get road rash. Okay, there's lots of different levels of road rash, basically from barely the top of your skin, like a little rug burn, to you're removing flesh, like muscle tissue. It's not fun. So what we need when it comes to gear is good abrasion resistance. And they typically have the abrasion resistance on the jackets on the outside, because when you start tumbling, that's where it is. Same thing with impacts, and we'll talk a little bit about that. On the pants, you're going to have it on the buttocks. You're going to have it on the knees, on the sides of the hips. Gloves, you're going to have it definitely on the knuckles, but you're going to have reinforced stitching on the, hopefully, on the palms. Boots, pretty self-explanatory to protect your feet, protect your ankles, make sure it's nice and solid so that you're not banging around and actually ripping your ankle off while it's still in the boot. It can happen, I've heard about it. And then helmets, pretty self-explanatory there too, because you don't want to get a cracked skull. Okay, so that's the impact part, but it still protects for abrasions. You don't want to rip your scalp off or remove your face. I know we're getting pretty dark here, but that's kind of what happens. So impact protection though, on jackets, though, impact protection for a jacket where it should be is in your elbows and then your shoulders, and then sometimes they do include back protection. Right here, this is a D30 Armor back protector, but most of the time you'll see a gray piece of foam in there. That's just padding. Okay, you want to get an actual back protector. Okay, and that's how they kind of cheap you out a little bit. Hey, it's a cheap jacket, but the back protector is like 80 bucks. Okay, so just kind of anticipate that. So impact protection for there, impact protection for pants is going to be in the knees. Typically, that's pretty standard. They do offer in the hips, so if you can find some with hip armor, even better, because you don't want to break your pelvis, okay? Your iliac crest right here, you don't want to do that. A lot of blood vessels, your femoral artery goes through there. Break, 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 no, 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 you don't want that. So, knee armor, hip armor, and then you got some abrasion resistance on the buttocks. Okay, when it comes to gloves, same thing. You're gonna have in the front, on the knuckles hopefully, and then maybe a little bit on the palm. Not too much when it comes to these. We'll talk more about short cuff and long cuff gloves when it comes to that. Helmet, impact protection, obvious. Okay, so now when it comes to weather mitigation, it's kind of just gonna be a quick little overview of it. So if you ride in the rain, get some rain gear. If you ride in the snow, get some gear it's designed for snow, which is gonna typically be heated gear. Okay, so you're gonna wanna get some gear that's gonna provide external heat, because if you can't produce your own body heat, it's not gonna keep it in. So you wanna have maybe some external gear. But if you're good with layering up, that's fine, because with layers, you can actually start taking layers off when it starts warming up during the day. That's what I typically do with gear here in Tucson, in Arizona. This is all summer gear, but when it gets to winter riding, I just put like Under Armour cold gear. I know, motorcycle brands have their own version of base layers, but start layering up. Get a base layer, get a t-shirt, maybe a long sleeve underneath it, then you have your jacket, and then it gets, it could help you out there. Pretty good. So yeah, cold gear, same thing, but yeah, summer gear, you don't want to be wearing all that winter gear during the summer. And so I have, like I said, perforated gear here. This is also a summer jacket. This is Cool Fly Cool Pro 2, so it's designed for this. And then this is the Reax Alta Mesh. Mesh is in the name, so it's actually pretty airy. It flows pretty well. And the goal there is to make it to where I don't overheat. So weather mitigation, it helps out when it comes to your body temperature. So That's what we're also trying to work for, is that we either get gear that's specific to, you know, wet riding. We don't want to have to be soaking wet, and then when we're riding 45 miles an hour, to have that evaporative cooling removing our body heat. So if we're able to get rain gear that's going to not pull our heat away because it's just sliding off us because it's Gore-Tex or whatever it is, and we're able to keep that body temperature in, we should be doing fine. If we get too hot, we're gonna get woozy, drowsy, we're dehydrated. We're gonna make bad choices. You ever see anybody dehydrated? They pretty much look like they have a fever, and you're riding a motorcycle. So we don't wanna be super cold, we don't wanna be super hot. We wanna have that right temperature, and what's gonna help you out with that is the right gear. And so we're gonna jump into that kind of stuff. We're gonna talk about helmets next. We're gonna talk about jacket pants, talk about gloves and boots. Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Thank you guys for watching that crash compilation. And guys, get yourself some gear. Get yourself some helmets. And thank you, Quadlock, for sponsoring that video. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, ride smart. I'll see you later. You guys know how that goes. Just finish that video. Whew. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? So that was Unit 2. That was Unit 2, Lesson 1. That was part of the MTC Rider Academy's Basic Smart Rider course. So if you guys want to join and be a member, which would be extremely amazing, because you're not only supporting what we're doing here, but you're getting really good education when it comes to riding a motorcycle. So click the link that's in the chat. That's just a part of the course. You get the downloadables, you get a full article with it. So that was just the video. We have a lot more. We have a lot more. Whew. I see you getting some inflating jackets. Yeah. Guys, let's get to 200 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. So today's typical, I mean, I didn't realize it was only going to be like an hour and 15 minutes, kind of like powering through it. So I guess we're just going to hang out for a little bit and answer some questions. Finished up my workout. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, clean up a little bit, maybe do an extra one. But right now's the time to ask some questions. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of chat with you guys, relax with you guys until it's time for me to get out of here. And some of you guys ordered some stuff, so I gotta like pay attention to that. You guys ordered some. Somebody ordered a rescue pack just now. Somebody ordered a rescue pack. What are you doing with the rescue pack? Got some more donations. You guys are all over the place. I love it. Love it. Have I ever ridden an Energica? No. Don't know what that is. How often do you ride up to Mount Lemmon? Not enough, Midnight Nangler. It is 30, like I keep saying this, it's 30 degrees cooler than it is down here, and I'm waiting for it to get to about 100 down here, because I like riding around 70 degrees. I don't mind sweating getting to it, but when I'm up there, I just want to like relax. You know, it's like I want it to be more of an escape out of the heat versus like the ride. So I think actually it's probably coming up pretty soon. I would love to. Maybe do like every third Sunday type of a thing with the DDFM crew down here, or every third Saturday, something like that. Any news with the tux and the gear? Dragons. So the gear, the icon gear absolutely fits. Not that I completely forgot. I had some other things. I don't know if I have ADHD or something, but I do. The doctor diagnosed me. You guys distract me all the time. I need to go and take that stuff with me and get that suit. So, what is today? Tuesday? Tomorrow, I'm going to go look for some suits. Great question, Dragons. How do you deal with road rage? Sure, you get angry too. I do get angry. I get very angry. How do I deal with them? I internalize a lot of it. No, I say what I need to say. I say it in my helmet. I say it in the car. But I'm not over here sideswiping and hitting mirrors. Like I get pissed. I do get pissed. Mainly for just terrible drivers. Like not necessarily like somebody switching lanes in front of me, like the patterns, but like if somebody's doing like a 25 and 45, that's where I'm like, this is bull. That's where I get upset. If I'm in the car, if I'm on the motorcycle, it's a simple pass. My big boat of a van causes problems. Does Cardo work well with earplugs for the music? Yes, I wear earplugs. The Cardo Pack Talk Edges and all the new Cardos have the JBL speakers. That stuff is loud. You'll hear the headset. All the the earplugs do is remove like a certain decibel range that does damage to your ears. It's like the high pitched, like windy, like windy, like noise. That's what damages your ears over a certain amount of time. You'll hear horns, you'll hear tires screeching, you'll hear everything. It's just getting rid of that certain spot in the decibel range or the hertz range that's going to cause issues. So yeah, I don't like riding without earplugs. In fact, I hear the speakers better with earplugs because it does take away that stupid noise. They say if you're afraid, then you're not going fast enough. What do you do for those times when the road conditions are so bad that you can't drive fast enough to keep yourself entertained? Tony, I'm entertained by just being on the bike. So it's kind of like changing your mindset of what's entertaining about riding a motorcycle. For me, having the wind and everything just kind of going around you and not really being stuck in a vehicle, that's my thing. That's my enjoyment. Having like no cage around me, having like I get claustrophobic sometimes, so just having nothing around me is enjoyable. And then dodging road surface hazards is kind of a fun game. Slickser, I'm glad. Appreciate it. Glad you're riding safer and confident. Yeah. Melanie, you see that? Can you still hear the engine? Yeah. Once you put music on, it obviously you can't hear much, so it's good sometimes to hit pause on the music. What's up, Gina Marie? How you doing? What earplugs do I use? Just here, I'll show you. It's just generic. Of course, it's see-through. They're green earplugs. Jesus. Yeah, great choice. Great choice. Green earplugs. Just some cheap green earplugs. Yeah, your God is dead. They're NR33, noise reduction of 33 decibels. Do you lane filter on highways if it's bumper to bumper traffic? I'm not allowed to. Arizona, you're not supposed to do that. Anything over 45 mile, any road over 45 miles an hour, you're not supposed to lane filter. So the interstate's 75. So you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're gonna do it safely though. Would I prefer textile or prefer textile? I like textile. Last time I was in extreme weather, I was just singing and laughing to myself and just enjoying the ride, even if it was slower than I wanted to go. Still fun. Shadow Wolf, exactly. Invisible earplugs, yeah, you can't even feel them. Ramen, yeah. If you guys can't afford invisible earplugs, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, they fit so well you don't even know they're there. So do those not have holes in them for the audio? No. I mean you don't need the holes. It just reduces that high pitched frequency, and you can still hear there's no muffling. It's almost like without earplugs, you're wearing like generic headphones. When you have earplugs in and you have your Cardo JBLs, it's like having noise canceling because it's removing all that ambient noise. And it's just keeping the helmet and everything in, so it's like you don't hear much, and then all of a sudden you have audio being pushed in there. So it's almost like active noise canceling, but at the same time, you can hear. I don't know how it does it. I don't know how auditory stuff works, really. You can still hear horns, you can still hear the road, you can still hear traffic, you can still hear everything, okay? But it just removes the high-pitched, weird noise. Are Cardo JBLs better than Cena Harmons? Per my contract, yes. Cardo JBLs are better than Cena. And I'm just going to straight up say they are just straight up better with or without a contract. Guys, I'm NDA'd, okay? I can't be saying anything. No, but seriously, I've been using Cardo. I had Cena at the very beginning of my motorcycle journey. SMH 10Rs, they're good. They're low profile and whatnot. But the moment I went to the Pack Talk Slims, then I went to the Pack Talk Bolds, and then started really working with them because I bought all those by myself with my own money. And then I switched to the Edge. Oh my gosh. Sorry, there's nothing better. Yeah, there's nothing better. Yeah, most of your writing group uses Cardos. Yeah, and you guys can all connect to each other. How's everybody doing today? Do I record any of my rides? No, I only record when I'm filming for class. Yeah, I only do that. I usually keep the GoPro on my chin mount, which by the way, chin mounts are linked in the description. Just in case I want to hit the record button, but for the most part, I like riding without the GoPro. See you later, Pinguino. Hopefully I said that right. Is the Cardo dual Bluetooth option? If you know, of course, has dual Bluetooth option. So are you talking about it can connect to more than one device? I wanted to go Cardo, but my writing group unilaterally chose Cenas, so I had to go with that. You need a new writing group, Carlos. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're better than that group. I'm just kidding. Sounds like they're below you, riding around with Cenas. Come on now. Right? Right? A bunch of losers. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm just... Caitlin, calm down. All-time favorite motorcycle? My motorcycle. The Indian FTR 1200S. My bike. Which, by the way, everybody, just paid it off. Just paid it off. Just paid it off. I had a Harley before the Indian. I traded in my Harley for the Indian. Just paid off the Indian FTR. Got to go pick up the I just got something in the mail. Donations are rolling in. Donations are rolling in. What? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. DK. You again, DK. Whoa. Let's get me back on. There we go. DK with 100. You're going to become a rider coach? Dude, you're going to have so much fun. Hey, $100 donation, DK. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone give DK a biker wave. One sec. It's getting a little hot in here. DK. Whew. Where are we at? Where are we at now? We're 32nd. 32nd place. We went up from 34th to 32nd. DK, I gotta send you a thank you once again. You know, I know you probably already used it, but I think you can use it again, right? No, I think it's one per user, but I appreciate it. Don't share it in the chat, because then nobody's gonna want to donate. DK, holy moly. Whew. Thank you so much. Hey, we're raising some good money. We're doing some good things. Doing some good things. Got first lesson soon. Never been on a motorcycle. Any advice? Like, what's your worry? Chuckler. DK, guys, I didn't even do a bike away. Where's my bike away of emoji? If you're a DDFM crew member, which you click that join button, you get some cool emojis. So Chuckler, what are you concerned about? Like, what's your fear? Like, what's the one thing that as soon as you think about hopping on the bike, you're worried about? That's a big one there. When I'm going 180 miles per hour, you'll probably feel like you're going to fall off your bike. I don't go 180. Caitlin, not right now. No, not right now. Just put it away. DK became a senior crew member. Woo, DK. Are you part of the MTC Rider Academy, by the way? You gotta get in there, buddy. You gotta get in there. You get the downloadables. You get a bunch of stuff. You get the newsletter. Like, oh, I'd love your feedback. Which, by the way, guys, we just sent out a survey. We sent out a survey. I would love to hear your guys' feedback on what we're doing and what you would like to see next. So I'm gonna see if I can send you the survey in the chat so you guys can take it real quick, because whatever you guys like write in there, it helps out so much. Helps out so much. Let me go ahead and see if I can send it to you. DK, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Hey, you've been such a huge help. I appreciate everything that you're doing. It's amazing. How can I share it? There we go. The URL. There we go. So guys, go to this survey and help me choose the next course. So it looks like so far everyone wants to do a basic motorcycle maintenance course. Everyone wants to see a motorcycle maintenance course. So I want to work with MMI on that. You guys also want to see a passenger safety course. Freaking DK up in here, causing problems with all the donations. It looks like you guys want to do a basic motorcycle maintenance course. So I want to go up to Phoenix and work with Motorcycle Mechanics Institute and see if we can put on a very simple course. Now I'm going to send out another survey because it seems like that's the one you guys want to see. Basically the other survey, maybe not do another survey. We'll just kind of have a chat. So I mean, I guess when it comes to motorcycle maintenance, it really does come down to like your tires, fluids, your chain or belt, so like the drive system. I mean, you can go even in depth more. It's like how to change your hand grips, like how to change your levers. Like, so what I want to really go into is just the basic motorcycle maintenance, like the weekly maintenance and a monthly maintenance, if that makes sense. I mean, there's like a daily maintenance or like a pre-ride maintenance, which is basically you're going to check your tires, your PSI, check the sidewalls of your tires, and then see if you have enough fluids, and you kind of get going. That's kind of like a pre-ride check. But sometimes it's like, it's been 2 to 3 rides. I need to do the chain. I did about 300-400 miles. I went through dirt. I went through this. Let's do the chain maintenance. And then it's like, let's look at our suspension and see if we have any leaking forks or anything like that. Let's check our battery. Let's check, like, there's stuff like that. Like, let's clean off the battery terminals. So I really want to talk to the MMI again. I had a great conversation with them earlier last year. I think it was like October. Yeah, it was October. And I would love to go back over there and be like, hey, can we put on just a real brief basic motorcycle maintenance course? So it looks like that's what we're going to be doing. I think that's what we're going to be doing. So make sure you guys click that survey because there's other stuff in that survey, which is, what downloadable would you like first? And so we're talking about posters. Seems like everybody wants all of them. So, yeah, guys, it looks like there's a passenger safety course that we might be working on too. I mean, like, we got some really cool things. You guys, there's a group riding course we might be able to do. It seems like you guys don't really care too much about the rescue rider course or this. There's a smart mentor course that you guys want to see. Seems like all of these are pretty good. So it does look like we're going to be starting off with the maintenance, possibly the maintenance, passenger safety, and then it's like a toss up between rescue, smart, and basic rider or basic group riding. So we're going to work on those. We got lots of work to do. Hopefully I can work with professionals like MMI for the basic motorcycle maintenance. But yeah, we'll definitely see. Definitely see. Yeah, seat condition and cables. Yeah, like the rescue stuff, a course specifically using the rescue pack, that's what we're going to do for the rescue course. Because we got Rescue Ronaldo. It's a big dummy over here. I can make it to where he's amputated arms and legs, and he's like bleeding everywhere. He's pumping blood and all that stuff. And I could do all that stuff and then hit some tourniquets, pack the wound, all of that. Yeah, those are all things that are possible. All things that are possible. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Making sure. What is this? I'm getting some notifications. Veteran crew member. Woo! Welcome. Welcome. You came for the crashes, Chris Pratt. You can YouTube allows you to go back in time on the video and you can watch those crashes. The chat might not be caught up with you. Yeah, we're gonna do all that stuff, it looks like. So make sure you guys sign up for the newsletter. Basic, yeah, the basic yeah, it looks like you guys want to do the basic motorcycle maintenance. Yeah, I mean maintenance is such a huge thing, Shadow. It's such a huge thing. It's like if you don't maintain your helmet and your gear, or you don't maintain the habit of putting it on, right? So maintenance is kind of like, now I'm thinking kind of philosophical there. But like the actual bike maintenance is kind of the same thing. You take care of yourself, you need to take care of your bike too. And when you take care of your bike, it's going to take care of you. So there's a lot of things that you can really work on. And one of them is making sure that your bike is in tip-top shape, because it's very easy just to throw on gear, right? It's very easy to throw on gear, but it's another thing to actually like take the time to lube your chain, right? Dragon's Fury, welcome, Cadet. Welcome, Cadet. Welcome. Yeah. Do. Get some music. What happened to the music? Music just end? Jeez. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Is it worth changing brake fluid? Yeah, if it's not good. And if there's bubbles in it and you gotta like bleed that stuff out. I would definitely check your owner's manual and see how often you should be doing that. Yeah, if you hit the like button twice, it unlikes it. So don't do that. Just hit it once. Just a little tippity tap once. Call it a day. You should be good. My watch just died. My watch just died. All right, Star. I'll see you later. Can you do some scrambling with the FTR? I could, but I did that with the Harley, and it was just too much. I like destroyed my Harley. So I mean, I just paid off my bike. I want to take care of it for a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Guys, I think that's it. I think we powered through it. We powered through everything. I got a lot of stuff to get going. I mean, we got Unit 3 coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna write more articles, set up the newsletter. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to get going, guys. With that said, though, I think I'll see you guys later. Whoa, what happened?